It was a cold winter day in New York City. The wind blew hard and winter was coming fast. Soapy was a poor homeless man. He had no home, no family, no money, and no warm clothes. He lived on the street every day. When autumn ended and cold winter arrived, Soapy felt very worried. He had no place to stay through the freezing winter nights. Most poor people in the city would try to find warm houses or ask for help in winter. But Soapy had his own simple plan. He did not want to ask for charity or free food from kind people. He thought it was shameful. His only wish was to spend the cold winter in a safe, warm place. The best place for him was the city prison. In the prison, there were warm rooms, hot food every day, and no cold wind. He could stay there for 3 whole months until spring came. For many years, Soapy did this every winter. He did some small bad things, got caught by the police, and spent winter safely in prison. Now winter was near and Soapy started his plan again. Soapy walked on the busy street. He decided to do an easy bad thing so that a policeman would arrest him. First he walked to a fine restaurant. It was a bright and expensive place. He planned to eat a big meal there and then say he had no money. The waiter would call the police and he would be sent to prison. Soapy walked into the restaurant confidently. He wore old and dirty clothes, but he tried to look calm. However, the head waiter saw his worn coat and broken shoes at once. He knew this poor man had no money to pay for the food. Before Soapy could sit down, the waiter pushed him outside quickly and rudely. Soapy's first plan failed, did not give up. He walked to another street and saw a large shop window. The window was clear and bright. Soapy picked up a stone and threw it hard at the glass. The glass broke into small pieces. A policeman ran over right away. He saw Soapy standing there and asked who broke the window. Soapy smiled and told the policeman he did it. He hoped the police would take him away, but the policeman did not believe him. He knew people who break windows usually run away at once. No one would stay and admit the crime. The policeman saw another man running down the street, so he ran after that man and left Soapy alone. The second plan also failed. Soapy walked on feeling a little upset. He tried a new plan. He saw a nice small restaurant on a quiet street. He walked and sat at a table and ordered a simple meal. He ate quietly and slowly. After he finished eating, he told the waiter he had no money to pay the bill. He was ready for the police to come, but the waiter was smart, did not call the police. He just asked two strong workers to drive Soapy out of the restaurant. They pushed him hard onto the street and left him there. Soapy fell on the cold ground. He stood up, brushed off his clothes, and felt very disappointed. All his plans did not work. He tried many other silly ways to get arrested. He shouted loudly on the street, acted like a drunk man, and bothered walking people. But every time the policeman thought he was just a harmless poor man, they ignored him and did not take him to prison. No matter what bad tricks he tried, he could not get into prison. The night became darker and colder. The wind was sharper and Soapy felt cold and tired. He walked slowly past a small and quiet church. The door was open a little. Soft, beautiful music came out from the church. It was a gentle anthem. The sweet sound of the music touched Soapy's heart deeply. He stopped walking and stood quietly outside the church. He listened carefully to the beautiful song. The warm music made him calm and peaceful. He began to think about his life. He used to be a good young man, had friends, hope, and dreams. But later he became lazy and gave up on himself. He chose to be homeless and even wanted to go to prison every winter. For the first time in many years, Soapy felt ashamed of himself. He realized how stupid and useless his life was. He did not want to waste his life anymore. He made a new decision. He would start a new life from that day on. He would find a simple job, work hard, make money, live honestly, and become a good person again. Hope grew brightly in his heart. Just as he made this important decision and was ready to turn over a new leaf, a policeman walked up to him. The policeman asked him what he was doing there. Soapy was confused and tried to explain, but the policeman thought he was a homeless man wandering at night and disturbing public order. The next day, the judge gave Soapy his sentence. He was put into prison for 3 months. It was exactly what he had wanted all day long. But at this moment, Soapy felt endless sadness and regret. He had tried hard to get arrested all day and failed. When he finally decided to change and live a good life, he was sent to prison unexpectedly.
If you have any comments or suggestions about our content, video length, or anything else, please let us know. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Your support is our greatest motivation to keep making great content. Be sure to follow my channel.